Muy buenas noches a todos, sean bienvenidos al segundo a la Virtual Flute Workshop. Soy Jesús Augusto Castro, profesor de flauta del Proyecto Curricular de Artes Musicales de la Universidad Distrital Francisco José de Caldas. Y el día de hoy estamos muy complacidos en presentar nuestro segundo a la Virtual Flute Workshop, que es un evento que ofrece clases magistrales virtuales a flautistas, y que se define como un proyecto de educación íntegra que acorta las distancias y nos conecta con el mundo. El evento nace en el año 2020 como una iniciativa pedagógica que aprovecha al máximo los recursos que ofrece la educación virtual, la educación remota, además de herramientas en tecnologías de la información y la comunicación. En nuestra primera versión contamos con los artistas Dr. Daniel Mesadri, Dr. Carlos Feller, profesora Rachel Taratut, doctora Tess Miller, doctora Lindsay Key, quienes representaron los países de Brasil, Estados Unidos, Canadá, respectivamente. En esta versión del año 2021 tenemos artistas de Estados Unidos, Brasil, Macedonia, Colombia. Y bueno, estoy muy feliz y muy contento, muy honrado de presentar para el estudio de flauta que tenemos en la Universidad Distrital junto con el maestro Julio Noguera, de presentar a nuestra primera artista invitada, quien es la maestra Katerina Bachevska de Macedonia. Es un gran honor para nosotros contar con ella. La maestra Katerina Bachevska, ella tiene un bachelor degree de la Universidad Civil Methodist Skopje, Macedonia. Tiene un artes diploma de la Escuela Claudio Abbado de música en Milán, en Italia, una maestría en interpretación de la flauta de la Universidad del Sur de Mississippi, donde actualmente es asistente graduada del programa de doctor en artes musicales en interpretación y pedagogía de la flauta. La experiencia de Katarina como flautista profesional empieza cuando ganó la audición para interpretar como solista con la Orquesta Filarmónica de Macedonia a la edad de 14 años. Después ella interpretó con la orquesta muchas veces, interpretando repertorio desde Haydn hasta Ibert. Ha sido solista con diversas orquestas a lo largo del mundo, a lo ancho del mundo. Es una prestigiosa de Festival de Macedonia, que tiende artistas de todos los años. Bueno, en adición a sus ambiciones como solista, la maestra Katerina Bachevska disfruta mucho tocar en orquesta. Ella ha realizado giras con la Orquesta Juvenil de Europa Central, en Eslovenia, en Italia. Ha sido prominente con orquestas de Macedonia, incluyendo la Orquesta Filarmónica de Macedonia y el Ballet y la Ópera de Macedonia. Por muchos años ha grabado música para comerciales, videojuegos, Hollywood, películas de Hollywood, con compañías supremamente famosas de música orquestal para películas, compañías para películas en los Estados Unidos, y ha interpretado flauta con la Orquesta Sinfónica de Meridian y la Orquesta de Gulf Coast. Actualmente es una músico interpretada de cámara con agrupaciones como Contempora, el ensamble fundado en 2009. Este grupo interpreta música contemporánea en general de compositores que están emergiendo, y ayuda a promover la música a un nivel internacional. Ellos han interpretado a través de Europa. Adicionalmente a esto, Katerina tiene una verdadera pasión por la pedagogía. Aparte de tener su estudio privado en Macedonia, ella ha sido asistente graduada de la Universidad del Sur de Mississippi, es instructora de flauta de Oak Grove High School y South Jones High School en Mississippi. Finalmente, ella ha ganado muchas competencias internacionales, siendo las más notables en la competencia Rising Star Competition en 2012 en el Sir James Galway Flute Festival en Suiza, y así se convirtió en una de las artistas estudiantes de maestros como Rafael Travisani, Denis Buryakov, Nicola Massandi. La maestra Katerina practica el arte del canto que enfatiza en crear un sonido hermoso en la flauta traversa. Entonces, pues bueno, maestra Caterina, bienvenida. Es un honor para nosotros contar contigo y bueno, vamos a darle la bienvenida para que escuches a nuestro primer estudiante que está muy emocionado de participar. El primer estudiante en participar con nosotros es Gabriel Palomino. Gabriel, ¿estamos por aquí?
Maestro, aquí estamos. ¿Me oyen bien?
Listo. Entonces el escenario es tuyo. Los introduzco. Gabriel es estudiante de flauta del maestro Julio Noguera. Y bueno, puedes presentar tu obra y quedas en muy buenas manos con la maestra Caterina.
Ok. Buenas noches a todos. Voy a interpretar Bloodek, el primer movimiento del concierto de Bloodek. Entonces espero que les guste.
Bravo. That was very good. If I speak English, can you understand me a little bit?
No.
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 Okay. Nel inicio, primero, bravo, bravísimo. Era muy bien. El inicio, puedes tocar un poco más slower. Jesus, can you help me with the translation? Ok, ti faccio provare. Okay, so take your time. Take your time on the and forza. Don't go diminuendo. Don't go soft there. Just keep the power, because in the low register, the flute is very difficult to be heard. So we have to keep the power. Okay. So forza on the low register, and then you don't have to go immediately to the next phrase. Just take the time and then start like a new beginning. And then crescendo like crazy. Also, on that long A note, the long note, faster vibrato, faster. No, Jesus, we cannot hear you. Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, great. Gabriel, la maestra Katerina te dice que a medida que vayas llegando al registro grave, que no hagas diminuendo, que mantengas la fuerza en esto, para que, por lo que no se escucha casi, entonces que lo mantengas, y en esa sección que te estaba diciendo que mantenga un vibrato amplio. Ok.
Yes. Yeah. So when you get to the long A note, more intense vibrato or no vibrato at all, because if it's slow, then I don't know, the frequency is a little bit off. It gets too slow. Okay, so either more intense to keep the power from before, from those accents, pom 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 pom, but don't okay, so faster. Yes.
Dice que cuando llegues a esa nota, que o mantengas el vibrato rápido o no hagas vibrato, que si decides mantener el vibrato para continuar con la fuerza que traes antes, está bien, o simplemente no hagas vibrato, pero que no quedes en la mitad de hacer la ondulación tan amplia porque flipea, como que queda intermitente la afinación.
Okay. Yes, and then when you get to the pause, just make more pause there and then start from the beginning, like maybe more rubato there, and then when you get to the culmination, just do the crescendo as powerful as you can, but with a good sound. Don't force the sound to make it shrill, but make it beautiful and forte.
Y dice que cuando llegues con fuerza bueno, que puedas hacer una pausa antes de iniciar esa sección, pero que sea una pausa. Y cuando llegues al final de la frase, que llegues con un sonido brillante e intenso, pero que no fuerces el sonido para o sea, que suene brillante, pero el sonido prácticamente es como la idea general de lo que habla la maestra.
Can you try that?
Que si puedes, por favor, intentarlo.
Eso. Más rápido el vibrato.
Sí. Yes, and then go down.
Okay.
Good, good. Also, in the beginning, in measure 25, I would suggest not to play that G sharp, the first G sharp, too short. Just keep it the same as the beginning. Instead of and then go into diminuendo.
Bueno, la maestra dice que cuando llegues a ese sol sostenido no lo hagas muy corto, sino que lo mantengas igual de largo que los otros. Y una vez lo interpretes, hagas disminuirlo. Antes de seguir, les dejo con Paula Muñoz, quien es nuestra traductora oficial, y ella se va a encargar de establecer contacto entre ustedes dos. Katerina, Paula Muñoz, she's a student of mine, and she's going to be working as your translator.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll be here for anything, but she's going to do it from now on.
Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Gabriel, en esto está hablando del compás 25 en específico. Que no lo hagas tan corto y pues ya luego procedes al diminuendo. Pero que hagas ese sol sostenido igual al inicio. Que el inicio, perdón.
Sí. Otra vez, continúe. Good. And then when you get to that high D, also faster vibrato. And if you can, play a little bit more into the flute, more in, just a little bit more in the flute. So you get more focused sound, okay? And you don't expand the air so much.
Ok, en el reagudo, que el vibrato más rápido, más intenso y que si puedes tocar más como hacia la flauta, como más un poco hacia dentro de la flauta para que el sonido se concentre más, solo un poquito.
¿Prueba?
¿Probamos?
Prueba a tocar solo el D. Sì. Un po' di prima nella frase? Il crescendo?
Desde el compás 29.
Sì. Sì, continuo.
Okay.
Here you can take a little bit of time when the 16 notes come in. Also, in measure 32, those ti ti pam ti dam, it has to be really precise. The rhythm has to be really precise. Now it's kind of like in the middle of 16th and 8th note. Paula.
Yes. Ok, en esa parte de las semicorcheas, como tomarte un poco más de tiempo antes, y en el compás 32, que los saltos sean más precisos en términos de ritmo, porque no está muy claro, está como entre semicorchea y corchea. Entonces, más preciso con el
I
ritmo.
can make a demonstration if you want, just so you can have an idea what I'm talking about. So a little bit of playing with rubato, a little bit of, moving and then going back and then moving and going back.
Como jugar un poco con el rubato, entonces seguir adelante y luego ir un poco hacia atrás y seguir adelante, pero pues manteniendo claro el ritmo de las notas.
Ok.
Prova.
Entonces, compás 32.
Sí. Good. Very good. Yeah. So same thing again with the rhythm. Don't rush, just be very precise. And then when you get to the chromatic scale, we need to hear all the notes, right? So the chromatic scale is very difficult. So we be really focused when you play, like be prepared before you go to that C sharp in measure 38. So when you get to the I don't know if you can see me. So the pinky should be always on the ready on the C sharp when you play that G. Okay.
Entonces, ahí lo que mostró al final es que el dedo pequeñito ya debería estar en la posición de do sostenido, en la llave, cuando llegas al sol sostenido, y que todas las notas de la escala cromática se deben escuchar con más claridad y más precisión en el ritmo de lo anterior.
Ok.
Again?
Em,
From the second. Ta-dee, ta-dee-dee, secondo.
ujú. Eh,
Better. That was better.
Estuvo mucho mejor.
Ok. ¿Le puedes preguntar una cosita?
Sí.
Que si en el compás 38, en las fusas, o sea, digamos, ¿es fuerte todo el pasaje? ¿O se puede hacer piano? Yo lo estaba haciendo piano, entonces no sé si lo hago más fuerte. Ok.
That's a personal choice. I think I would play it louder because it's really in the low register. So if you play it with the orchestra, you have to play louder, right? Even with piano, but sometimes it's just personal choice if you want to play it softer and then crescendo to the next to the B natural. You can do that. But I would play it a little bit louder if you can, and if you want, you're more welcome to do it.
Ok, que en eso es como elección personal. Tú decides si lo quieres tocar piano y hacer un crescendo, que ella personalmente lo tocaría un poco más fuerte por lo que está en el registro medio, y pues al tocarlo con piano y orquesta se puede perder, pero pues es tu decisión.
Ok.
One more time and then continue.
Una vez más y continúas.
Ok.
Very good, very good. I have a suggestion here, like starting this melody. I don't know if it's the streaming, but I hear you playing that first measure slurred instead of separated. Paula, can you tell him?
Doctor, sorry, one quick interruption. We have about 2 minutes left.
Oh,
like
okay.
2 to 3 minutes. Gabriel, que en esa parte de esa melodía, ella siente que lo estás tocando un poco ligado, que debe ser suelto.
No, just the bar. It seems like it's too slurred instead of rhythmical, but it has to be separated. But the whole melody has to be more legato.
Ok, solo ese compás de ese inicio de melodía que tiene que ser un poco más separado, pero el resto de la melodía sí más ligado.
Okay.
And if you can avoid any accents or forcing of air in this melody, it would be great. So something like this. So not too short. Something like that.
Aquí, en esa sección evitar los acentos para que no quede tan corto.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but generally that phrase should, if you can play it more legato, more without any accents, just very lyrical, very slurred. Okay. Can you try?
Well,
are we done?
Oh, yeah. So, Gabriel, puedes intentar lo que dice y necesitamos terminar contigo. So, just try that. Trata eso, intenta lo que dice la maestra Katerina y ya you can close with him.
Más lírico y más ligado, excepto pues el primer compás.
¿Compás 39 o 39? 40. Okay.
Very good. I like that so much better. And my advice would be just experiment with vibrato more and play a little bit more into the flute so you can get more focused sound, okay? That will give you more easiness to play in all the registers in tune.
Ok, para terminar, ¿cómo experimentar o practicar más con el vibrato para pues abordarlo mejor y tocar un poco más hacia la flauta como por sí que el sonido se concentre, esté bien claro?
So like something like this. So if you play more out like this, it's more airy and it's sharp. If you play more in,
sí, porque se sube la afinación también y se escucha más aire.
Sí.
Bravo. Very good. Muy bien.
Muchísimas gracias, maestra. Muchísimas gracias.
Wonderful play. Very good.
Gracias. Hasta luego, maestra. Muchísimas gracias.
Chao.
Hola. Ahora.
Hola, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Está con nosotros Víctor Cruz. Víctor, el escenario.
Vale, voy a tocar el tercer movimiento del concierto para flauta de Jacques Ibert.
Muy difícil, ¿no?
Sí,
And it doesn't help that we don't have a live pianist there letting you play if you want. Very good. I have one thing for the beginning. I have a suggestion. Whenever you have that E-A-E, you can always take the pinky off for the next E, for the second E. And that way it will not crack. Paula, can you help me?
Sí, en el, sorry, so you will be in the V?
That's before 39. That's before 39, 2 bars in the third beat.
Ah, ok. En el compás 39, en el tercer tiempo, la maestra estaba haciendo una posición distinta para que no, como que suene limpio, que no suene estallado. Doctor, I don't know if maybe you could show the position again, like maybe a little bit closer.
The pinky for the second E, the pinky, he can take off the E in order not to crack the note.
Ok, que quites el meñique del mi para que no se dañe el sonido, suene más limpio.
Right, slowly.
Inténtalo lento.
Yes. Good.
okay.
Yeah. And whenever you play, this is very difficult. So, and it's in all of the movement. Make sure to separate all the triplets so we hear clear separation of the triplet. Taya, taya, taya. Not slurred, not mushy. Okay. So every triplet should be heard. Okay, and then it's through all the movement. Okay, Paula, can you say that, please? She's not here. Also, when you have this, puedes probar questa parte. ¿Me escucha? Sí. Slower. Good. And now, yes. And then make more separation with the tongue. Yes. And devi todo el tiempo.
Pero no tengo parlantes. ¿Así?
Can you hear me?
Okay. Víctor, es que está rebotando su caso. Katerina, could you say that one more time? I'll be for you. Can you hear me, Katerina?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay, great. Could you repeat, please?
Yeah, so because there are so many of these triplets, he needs to make sure that they're clearly separated instead of playing some separated, some slurred. You know, it's sometimes it's a little bit unclear. So he has to have that clarity in those triplets. That's what I would say.
Víctor dice que como tresillos, que por favor mantengan la articulación de los tresillos separados, porque algunas veces lo hace separados o algunas veces ligados. Entonces que mantengan la articulación separados de los tresillos.
Okay. And then the next part that is after 41, if you can play them a little bit softer and not accented. And a little bit longer, maybe. Instead of... You know what I mean?
Víctor, que después del 41 toque los tresillos más suaves y más largos y sin acentos. ¿Listo?
Can you try that a little bit very quickly?
Que lo intentes, por favor.
Yeah, can you play that octave? Can you play that octave, just the octave? Yeah, don't try to move the head or anything. Just play long everything with the relaxed airstream. And very legato, very slow. Okay, now try the phrase. Maybe the high C, maybe a little bit longer. Yes, because this way you don't rush to that lower C, you know? It's more precise. Sometimes we panic and then we jump and we rush.
Ok, si lo tocas de esa forma, como más suave y más sin acentos y más largas las notas, no te aceleras al do, porque a veces como que tiende a sentirse acelerado.
Yeah. The other thing, it's in before 43, the long A flat. I think you're rushing it there a little bit, like a beat before. I think you're playing it like this, which is not correct.
Okay.
Okay?
Sí. El la bemol que se está acelerando un poco, como un tiempo antes.
Vale.
Be careful when you play these trémolos. Now, I know it's difficult with the computer because it doesn't wait for you, I know. But you also here you have to be very clear and keep the tempo. I know it's very difficult, but you have to do it, okay?
Mantener el tempo en los trémolos, o sea, es que por el computador pronto se escucha mal, pero mantener el tempo siempre.
Yeah. And then maybe a little bit emphasis on the first beat of the triplet in 44, but not accent, just a feeling. So just like a dancing beat. Can you try that part?
¿Con los trémolos o desde...?
It doesn't matter. No importa. Yeah, so I am hearing the F note, the F natural is louder, but I think the E flat should be louder or more important.
Listo, que se tiende a escuchar el fa más fuerte, pero que el mi bemol debería de pronto ser el más importante.
Ok.
Yeah, and don't rush. Very steady. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Better. And then do more of that crescendo. Do more of those hairpins, the dynamic hairpins. And then go back to the solo.
Más creciendo en esa sección y pues luego regresas al diminuendo. Doctor, we have about 5 minutes left.
Okay, good. In the slower part, let's say before 51, I would take that a little bit faster. I think it was a little bit too slow. And then when you get to that A, don't go back too loud. Just stay in the piano. Stay in piano, and then from piano move to that accelerando and crescendo, okay?
Listo, esa sección pues sí sería mejor que fuera un poco más rápido y cuando llegues a la no toques tan fuerte, que te quedes en el piano para después hacer el acelerando y el crescendo.
Yeah, and then when you get to the sforzando, I think it was a little bit too slow as well. Yeah, and here a little bit faster, and then ritardando before you go to 52, and then very soft when you get to 52. And I know this is the difficult part, but it should be softer and more legato.
Ok, esa sección del esforzando más rápida, si se puede, y luego pues ya retardando antes del 52. Cuando estés en el 52, más suave, más dulce y más ligado.
Yeah. I know that it's difficult. One trick to maintain those high notes in a soft dynamic would be if you move the lower lip a little bit in front, a little bit forward. Okay, but not too much. It's a very subtle movement. Can you see me? Just a little bit forward. Can you try?
El
And
labio
play
inferior
again.
un poco hacia adelante. Sorry.
Ok, ¿en qué parte?
The slow part in 52. Yes. Yes, but don't force the air. Don't force anything. Let the octave, let the interval come by itself. Don't force the air. Okay, adjust that. Yeah, don't do any accents. Just let it flow. Can you make it? Can you think like there is a diminuendo when you go to the high note? No, it's opposite. It's opposite. Yes, but do that movement with the lip if you can. Okay, I'm sorry. Good, very good, bravo, bravissimo. This is a very difficult movement. Congratulations. We need to stop. I'm sorry. I'm horrible
Gracias.
with time. But thank you, Jesus, for reminding me.
Gracias.
Bravo.
Bueno, vamos a recibir ahora a David Reyes. David, el escenario es tuyo.
Hola.
Hola. My name is David, and I'm going to play Mozart, D major.
Very good. I'm sorry because we apparently I lose time. So I'm not gonna let you finish right now. Very good, bravo.
Thank you, teacher.
Very good. Is there any chance you can play in one breath until the end of 38?
38.
Yeah, the beginning. So
Okay.
can you play the high D a little bit softer so you don't use
Yes,
all the air there? Just softer. And then in the beginning, if you can, to be to give more power and be more precise. This is like the common difficult opening of the concerto. It's difficult. What can you do? can do it in one breath.
Okay.
Just don't force the long D note. And then in the beginning, maybe a little bit more emphasis on the C sharp, so you can really dig into that passage to the culmination of the high D.
Okay.
Good. I like that better. I like that better. But I think you cut a little bit of the long note. So you have to always count. Okay? Yeah. Be careful when you have those long notes or a little bit more melodic lines, and then you move on to the 16th notes. You tend to rush a little bit on the 16th notes. So keep it steady. I mean, of course, it's music. You can do that, but I think we have to refrain ourselves of going too fast, especially in Mozart, okay? Because that is a trap you don't want to go in, okay? So when you play, also, do you have measures?
Measures, yes.
Measure numbers, yes?
Yes.
Measure 42, the last 16 note. Be careful on that note because it's either you played it as an 8th note or I don't know. It was not quite precise there.
With the A?
The A natural, yes.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that that note is like an upbeat to the next bar.
Okay.
So don't connect it to the previous note. Does that make sense?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah. And because Mozart's concertos are filled with leading tones and cadences and things like that, it's very natural to lean on those notes like this. It's very frequent through all of the music. So don't be afraid to lean a little bit on those notes. You know what I mean? Okay. And then when you get to the try not to, I know that it says staccato, but try not to cut the high note. Just play it at the same length as the slurred ones. I think it will give you more resonance and more projection of the sound instead of playing it short.
Oh, okay. It's more, something more
longer.
legato.
Long. Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you play from, I don't know, 41 with an upbeat?
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to make sure that we hear those bottom notes instead of just hearing the tika tika tika.
Okay.
Right? So ta-ra-tita, ta-ra-tita, ta-ra-tita. Can you play that in a little bit slower tempo?
Yes, sure. Just the 44?
Just the 44.
Okay.
Very slow. Good. Now a little bit faster.
Okay.
Are you using single tongue?
What? Sorry.
Are you using single tongue? Are you using ta 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 ta, or are you using ta ta ka ta ta ka ta tika?
I think that is the second.
The second. Okay,
Yes.
it sounds like you're using single tongue.
Okay.
So maybe the tongue is a little bit forward. Maybe.
Okay.
Can you try again?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you play also a little bit more in the flute?
Okay.
Yeah. I think if you practice a little bit like this, like find this position, I think you'll gain more power in the lower register. And also, it's a good idea to look at yourself in the mirror, because sometimes we move too much here.
Okay.
So when you go to the lower notes, it's better to bring the corners down, and then when you go up to the higher register, just move tiny bit with the lower lip forward. I think that will bring you more flexibility throughout the registers. So not too much movement though, because sometimes I can see you're moving too much with the lips while doing this. Now this might be because of the tongue. It might be a little bit forward. How do you feel the tongue when you use it?
My tongue.
Heavy, unclear, maybe?
Yeah, something. I feel some clear, but I try to do something to try to don't feel my tongue.
Where do you feel it when you tongue? Where do you think the position is? Is it outside, like?
No, it's inside. Maybe
back.
Back. Yeah.
Okay.
I try to do something with the tongue in back.
Okay. Can you say for me la 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 la?
Yeah. La 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 la.
That's where it should be.
Yeah.
Okay. The fastest that you can do that, la 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 la, that's where, and when it's the most free, the most relaxed, when you don't feel any tension, like muscles tensing or throat closing or something like that, when you can do that, that's where the tongue is. It's usually on the upper palate behind the teeth. Like if you go too far back, like towards the throat, it will block the whole thing and it gets heavy. Okay, so try to use that tongue that is behind the teeth and that is very free. Okay,
with the la la la, no,
or
with the position.
Yes, whichever is very fast and it's very free, it should be around that area. Okay, so this is a thing that you have to practice and see exactly where you feel the most comfortable, where the tongue gets really clear. Okay, it's not gonna be like a momental thing. You have to practice.
Yeah.
It will get clearer with time. It's not gonna be overnight or anything. You will get very frustrated in the beginning until you find it, but then it's gonna be very, very good. So you can choose one note and then just detach the note.
Okay.
So you shouldn't feel any tension. Okay.
Okay.
It should be very free, and you should be able to play very fast without any problem with this kind of position. Okay, so practice a little bit in your own time and see if you can find this position.
Okay.
You want to try?
Can I try? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to try.
Now start slow. Start slow, just slower, and then pick up the tempo. Okay, I think this, I don't know if you changed something, but I feel like this was a little bit better because you stopped moving here so much.
Yeah.
Did that feel
Yes,
different?
I was thinking in that.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you just have to practice this and it will really help you, and you will get really fast if you play in this way. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Do we have time, Jesus? Well, he's not answering. So, for example, in measure 73, when you have the trills, everything needs to be a little bit more precise. I mean, it's Mozart, so we really need to be clear all the time. Okay? I will play a little bit before that. Those punctuated notes, they really should be really precise.
Okay.
So maybe more intense vibrato on the longer note, and then very clear 16th note. Okay?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
When you finish the phrase, how do you think that you go to the A, or you think more in the trill?
I give a little bit of inflection on the grace note before the A. But the emphasis is on the tonic. It's on the A.
Okay.
So maybe, I mean, the trill is also loud, but it should be, the more important should be the tonic, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Then you're playing this with the 16th note. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So a little bit of, of leaning on that note.
It's more free, no?
Yes. Oh, that, yeah. I mean, that there you can even take your time and the orchestra will wait for you. Okay? So don't rush that part. Yeah, and always whenever you have the scale culminations, you tend to rush a little bit. I don't know if you think you're behind or just keep the tempo. Okay?
Okay.
Keep the tempo always. When you are, also the leading tones and the cadences that I was mentioning, before 86, 85, 84, don't be afraid to lean on those notes as well, and make a gradual progression of the crescendo.
Okay.
And here, the lower notes should have more power, and then the high notes should be more brilliant and gentle. Okay?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Well, let me just read what. Okay. Should we stop, or can we? 2 minutes. Yes, good. You want to try that part really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Like starting 80, 81, 82, 83, or 84?
Okay.
Start from 83.
83?
82, sorry, 82. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was so much better. And then be careful on the C sharp. Sometimes it can get, on the flute, it can get really sharp. So when you play that B natural C sharp trill in measure 89, careful of not going too sharp there. So play a little bit more in the flute there, okay?
Okay.
Because it easily can get too sharp. See, it can get really, really sharp. So be careful there. And then when you finish this phrase, maybe lean on the D sharp a little bit. And same here, C sharp, careful on the C sharp.
Okay. Yes, I catch it.
Good. And I have one more comment, I think.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
When you use the trill to B to C sharp,
yeah.
You use just this finger or
Yes.
the both?
Both.
Both?
Yes. What about you?
Yes, I use both.
Okay. Is it difficult?
I use no.
Okay. After that, maybe more precise, like exactly like in the beginning in measure 106, and then very long and lyrical when you get to the high register.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to play. Oh, I'm sorry. The police is coming. Very good. Good job. Bravo.
Thank you, teacher.
Bueno, muchas gracias, David. Vamos a recibir ahora a Diego Buitrago, quien el escenario es todo tuyo, Diego.
Okay. Hi, Master. I'm going to be playing the third movement from the Reineke's concert. Okay?
Very good.
Thank you.
Let's stop here for a minute. Good. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. Man, it's so hard to play with a computer that just doesn't want to move.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good. I tried to stop you so you don't have to play the whole thing, but you didn't listen. I was like, hey, stop.
I'm sorry because I mute the stream.
That's okay. That's okay. The beginning. Try to play the first the upbeat for the F sharp a little bit more precise and not so long, okay? Not so connected. And then when you get to the F sharp, be careful not to go too sharp.
Okay.
And with the F sharp, it's very easy to do that. So we have to make sure that we play a little bit more in, okay? So not too long. Instead of... Okay?
Okay. You want me to try it?
Yes, try.
Okay.
Yeah, almost like you want to breathe after the C sharp. So don't connect it to the A. Like almost like there is a break between.
Okay.
Now that doesn't mean that you need to breathe. That doesn't mean that you need to breathe, but you know, just the feeling of it.
Okay.
I like that. I like that much better. And then when you get to the interval jumps, I know you can't move with the computer, but here you can move a little bit faster on those intervals if you feel like it. If you want. So we're not like very rhythmical here, but it's a personal decision. You can choose or you cannot choose to do that. Okay.
Okay.
When you get to 31, make more emphasis on those high notes and maybe play them a little bit longer, like kind of milk it until you go back to that F sharp, back again. And then go straight into tempo again. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You want to try that?
Yes. Okay.
Maybe measure 30. So not necessarily accent on the note, but make it longer.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to choose something in between there. So not too long, but not too short. Okay, something of that sort.
All right.
And then before you finish the phrase in B, just make it more dramatic, that crescendo until you reach the high D. So really dig into those low notes and then really crescendo very powerfully.
Okay. You want me to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but careful not to go sharp though.
Okay.
And don't diminuendo. Stay strong. Okay.
Okay.
Then when you come in and measure 51, make everything more gentle, more legato. Everything like almost like in under one slur. And all those triplets really kind of swim in those intervals, very slurred, very legato. Okay, try that melody.
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry that I'm stopping you so much, but also make sure you separate when you need to separate the note. Don't slur everything. It just needs to have that feeling of this long melody. Okay?
Okay.
Good. And then instead of being so rhythmical, you can choose some notes to play a little bit longer, you know, just to add to that rubato romantic style, you know. Instead of being very correct, very precise. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Good. And on all of those melodies, long melodies, especially when you have a longer note, don't be afraid to use even more vibrato. Just be careful not to be shrill or anything. Just make it very beautiful and very romantic. Okay. Okay, this is the same. Yeah, same goes for the next one. This is 104. Okay, very, very slurred and very espressivo playing. Okay, let's try.
Okay.
And it says con fuoco, like fire. It needs that power, right?
Okay.
Very good. I like that. But be careful not to vibrate each note. So I would suggest to vibrate on the longer notes, but not necessarily on the 8 notes.
Okay.
Okay. Can you try that? But that sounded beautiful.
Thank you. Let me try that. Okay.
Good. How do you like that?
Yeah, I like it the most. Yes.
Yes.
It sounds really nice.
Yes, because if we vibrate each note, then it becomes too much, and it's too dense, you know. So we kind of need to choose what we vibrate or not.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when you go to the higher register, just move the lower lip a little bit forward. Keep the lips firm, but not tense, not smiling, just very firm, but lower lip a little bit. Move it forward so you don't crack the note, like the G sharp or the E natural. Okay?
Okay.
Now play it one more time for me and then continue a little bit.
All right.
Also, I'm sorry, before you start, don't accent the first 2 notes. So kind of move into that G sharp. Almost like you want to crescendo into the G sharp. Instead of.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Very good. Let's move on because we have 5 minutes. Can you play the solo, the melody after H? And I think it needs to be just a little bit faster.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
Very slurred, very dolce. Yeah, careful on that entrance, because first it seems a little bit sharp and it's accented, but instead you kind of need to prepare and show up like from nothing instead of da-di da-di. It has to be really like going into that C sharp instead of. So take a breath before. Don't take a breath before you play the note. Okay, take a breath before. Prepare the embouchure. Already imagine the note in your head like you're ready for it. Get ready for that and play it afterwards.
Okay.
Good. I would do the accelerando a little bit sooner than that, just to give more intensity of the melody, because it's culminating. And very loud. Go crescendo into those last triplets when you go down. Don't diminuendo there. Okay?
Okay.
Can you try that? That's
Let me
like
try.
176.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me try one before that.
Yes. Yeah, but don't go too fast, because then you kind of have to imagine the tempo that you're gonna take in the piumoso. Can you play that just a tiny bit faster? Is that an option?
Let's try.
That part.
Okay. Let me try it one more time. Sorry.
It's good. It's perfect. It's just keep in mind to play everything consistently. So no accents, no nothing. Like a playful part. Okay. So don't think like accents or important beats or anything. It has to be very light. Okay. And then when you get to the melody, this is like the loudest part, but also it shouldn't be forced. It should be really like the sky is opening up, the sun is coming out, and everything is good. It needs to have that energy, but really projecting. Okay, can you try that?
Okay.
Okay, and finish it. Finish.
Okay.
suggestion not to keep those 8 notes a little bit too long, because you can easily get late. Okay, so don't go too long on those notes. It's a trap, so you can get late. Okay, and the orchestra will not wait for you there. So be careful. Okay. And then when you get to the triplets, crescendo into that trill, high D trill. Okay, and then when you get to the real end, like the last bar, I heard you make a diminuendo, but don't do it. Just finish loud. Okay? Oh no, we have to stop. Good job, bravo, very good playing.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Very good.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias, Katerina, maestra Katerina. Diego, muchísimas gracias. Por favor, todos los que estén, vamos a conectarnos, a prender las cámaras. Vamos a darle, por favor, estamos, chicos, si pueden prender las cámaras. Vamos a darle un gran aplauso a la maestra Katerina por esa maravillosa clase magistral. Brava, bravísima. Y bueno, tomémonos una foto para el recuerdo, para la posteridad de nuestro lanzamiento del segundo a la Virtual Flute Workshop. Listo. Entonces, muchísimas gracias. Thank you very much, Katerina, for being here with us. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you here. And all of us are very happy to have you here. We hope we can bring you here next time presentially. Let's hope this pandemic situation get better, and then we can bring you here and share with you personally all your knowledge. Para las personas que nos están observando, muchísimas gracias. Recuerden que este es un evento organizado por la Cátedra de Flauta de la Universidad, del Proyecto Curricular de Artes Musicales de la Facultad de Artes ASAB de la Universidad Distrital Francisco José de Caldas, en coordinación con el profesor Julio Noguera, con Carlos, con Daniel, en el equipo de producción que nos están ayudando muchísimo, Carlos Mejía, Daniel Pardo, que hacen un trabajo espectacular. Y bueno, los esperamos el próximo 14 de mayo y tendremos como invitado al maestro el doctor Danilo Mesadri, quien estará acompañándonos. Katerina, one more time, thank you very much. Y todos los que nos observaron, muchísimas gracias. Los esperamos. No olviden, mayo 14, misma hora, por el mismo canal. Bravísima.
I just
bye,
want
bye.
to say thank you.
Of course, you can do anything.
I just want to say thank you for inviting me to your wonderful festival. All of you guys were beautiful, played wonderful, and I just wish we had just a little bit more time. You know, it's so short, and I wish we didn't have this pandemic and these circumstances. I know it's very stressful and it's very difficult to communicate in this way, but I'm glad that I participated in your wonderful workshop. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much for those wonderful words, Katerina. And yes, as soon as we get better from this pandemic situation, we will bring you here. I know all of us are very happy, and then it will be a presential honor to have you here. So thank you very much. And one more time, let's give an applause to Katerina, bravísima. Y muchas gracias a todos los que han observado. Nos vemos la próxima sesión. No olviden, mayo 14, misma hora, por el mismo canal. Muchísimas gracias. Chao, chao.